So Norman, what should we take away from today?
I think an extraordinary consensus. It started with the senator, and it weaves through individuals with extraordinary diverse backgrounds. So Manuel, who comes out of a background of innovation policies, buildings. He was responsible for creating science parks in the past, consultant to governments, echoing the same sentiments as retirees, young kids at school, hearing Ed Glazer, Jacopo Bongiorno, all coming from so many different backgrounds. And if you were trying to just identify common denominators, there were no dissenting voices. In other words, you weren't hearing somebody saying, my vision of Kharkiv is that I'll be able to get on an expressway and I'll go right out into the countryside there and I'll have my own big garden. You weren't hearing that. Everything that you were hearing was about the longevity, the comfort, the creativity, the sociability of the city, and the desire for neighborhoods, for social contact, for improving the quality of urban life, and doing it cleanly and with fun and with joy. So for me, if you ask for my takeaway, it's an extraordinary convergence of opinions from so many different backgrounds.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
And yours?
Well, no, I think exactly the same thing, and I do believe that there is tremendous potential, something we've been trying to do, to bring together people with deep experience and practice like you, together with the kinds of technology and innovation that hopefully we're developing here at MIT, and particularly in our group at the Media Lab. And I really look forward to seeing where this connection can lead.
I think the real challenge is how we make the connection with those who can empower. If we're the catalyst, if in Bucky's words, we're the trim tab, we're the small control surface which can move much larger forces. So somehow we have to unlock the studies which are funded by a generosity on the part of individuals like Ed Glazer, Manuel, the foundation, Arabs, and so on. It has to gather the momentum of serious capital to expedite it. And that's a metaphor, I guess, for the war itself.
Exactly. Yeah, it definitely needs to bring together the best of industry, the best of academia,
banking, funds, European funds,
politics,
international, yes,
public policy, that all has to come together, and it's quite a challenge. But I think in this room, I think there's a
step
commitment
along the way.
Yeah. So, well, which brings me to the last question, and then we'll break, and we have a reception. What's the next step for you?
To push it over the edge, to get a bigger momentum and serious funding to expedite this process.
Absolutely. All right, so we need all of your help. Thank you all. I think it was a great day. Thank you all for coming.